What if I told you that some of the most jaw dropping car flips on Wheeler Dealers aren't exactly what they appear to be? Today, we're diving deep into what Wheeler Dealers never revealed: the hidden parts, the overlooked costs, and the actual numbers behind some of their most iconic builds. For over 20 years, Wheeler Dealers has captivated audiences as Mike Brewer searches for budget friendly classic cars, while skilled mechanics like Ed China, Ant Anstead, and now Mark Priestley work their magic to restore them to their former glory. So you grab a car at a low price, swap out a few parts, and then flip it for a nice profit. Easy peasy, right? All right, let's get real for a second. TV takes all those weeks of hard work and a mountain of receipts and packs it into a tidy 45-minute package. So, what that really means is you might miss out on some things. Let's talk about one of the earliest builds, the Porsche 924. So, Mike snagged that car for only 700 pounds. And then we saw Ed diving into some serious repairs on screen. We're talking brakes, clutch, and a bit of cosmetic work, which added up to about 1,500 pounds. They ended up selling it for 2,200 pounds, and guess what? They made a slim but positive profit. But here's the twist. The episode skipped over the costs for fluids, filters, gaskets, and all those hours Ed put in under the hood. So even a simple timing belt change, which is super important for a 924, wasn't included in the plan. So a private restorer might have shelled out around 3,000 to 3,500 pounds to get that Porsche looking just as good. And here's some details about the Ford Escort Cosworth episode. This is one of their standout builds. Oh, the on-screen budget is revealing a few thousand pounds allocated for parts, including suspension work, brakes, and some cosmetic fixes. Now, let's talk about the Cosworth. It's known for its pricey upkeep, and that's something to keep in mind. Rebuilding the turbo or finding those genuine trim pieces can really add up, and it might end up costing more than what they let on during the show. Upholstery work and resprays can easily rack up costs over 3,000 pounds, but it seems like the episode's tally sheet just skimmed over those figures. So they flipped the car, thinking they made a profit, but hold up. When you crunch the numbers and consider the real-world costs of specialist labor and those hard-to-find parts, it just doesn't add up. So here's the deal with Wheeler Dealers. It's not that they're being dishonest, it's just that TV editing needs to streamline the narrative for us. Watching Mike track down spark plugs or Ed swap out rusty bolts just doesn't have that edge-of-your-seat excitement, does it? Producers are all about those jaw-dropping transformations, not just boring spreadsheets filled with consumables. But let's talk about those hidden expenses: re-chroming trim, machine shop services, electrical rewiring, upholstery jobs. That's where the real restorers really start to bleed money. So, a project that seems like a 1,500-pound makeover on TV might actually set you back 6,000 pounds or even more when you tackle it in your own garage. So, the next time you catch Mike and the crew flipping a classic for a profit, just keep in mind the official parts list isn't the whole picture. The true costs are lurking just out of sight. And remember to give a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell so you won't miss the next Behind the Edit breakdown.